Hey, what is up everyone? So, there's two main games that I typically play, Sea of Thieves and Fortnite. Obviously most of you are familiar with me playing Sea of Thieves a lot, because that's basically what this whole channel is, and then on the side I play Fortnite a good amount. And recently Fortnite just did an event with Pirates of the Caribbean. Now that might sound familiar if you've been playing Sea of Thieves for a while, because a few years ago, Sea of Thieves also had its own collaboration with Pirates of the Caribbean. So I thought what would be fun for this video, since these are two of my favorite games to play right now, why don't we go ahead and take a look back at both of these collaborations and talk about the merits of both of them, the experience of playing them, what was it like, and just, I guess, compare them against each other. I think right off the bat we have to, kind of clear the air, obviously. Sea of Thieves is a pirate game. Pirates of the Caribbean, being a pirate franchise, it meshes a lot better together than, say, Fortnite, which is primarily Battle Royale. Obviously, they can coexist, but it's not a direct correlation like Sea of Thieves and Pirates of the Caribbean is. With that said though, I think both collaborations were a lot of fun, and I think we'll go ahead and start off with Sea of Thieves. So, for those of you that don't know, when the Pirates collaboration first started with Sea of Thieves, it was this big surprise announcement that was dropped a week later with Season 3 of Sea of Thieves, and what it brought was a whole suite of new tall tales, 5 of them in total, that had its own original story where Jack Sparrow was coming into the world of Sea of Thieves, and we got to see Davy Jones and a lot of the other side characters in Pirates of the Caribbean. We got to go to new locations and got a ton of cosmetics and everything, so it was a lot of fun. Now in comparison to Fortnite, Fortnite's obviously a very different game than Sea of Thieves. With Fortnite we got the first new mid-season POI added in like the last few years. They haven't really been doing new POIs that are added mid-season for a long time now, so this is actually pretty significant that Pirates of the Caribbean actually got its own POI in the game for a collaboration. So I thought that was pretty cool. We got the Black Pearl in Fortnite where we can go in and explore and stuff. I think the Black Pearl was done a lot better in Sea of Thieves, but I think it's a little bit hard to compare because they're very vastly different in terms of what you're doing with both of them. Fortnite also got the return of the flintlock pistol, which is one of my favorite weapons in Fortnite. It's really fun to use. It basically has a huge knockback effect and everything, and it has high damage, and it's just a lot of fun. They also brought this ship in a bottle item that's brand new, and that was really cool. I don't really think it's that useful because it's like a one-time use, but you basically throw it down and a ghost ship comes out of the ground and picks you up and destroys basically everything in its path. So that was pretty exciting. And we saw some other smaller things like the return of cannons and stuff. The cannons are really only limited to 2 areas of the map, so it wasn't really that significant to the overall collaboration, but it is still nice to have them return. I think the sad part for me is, right now, the current season of Fortnite that this collaboration is part of is like a whole Wastelanders season. So it's kind of like Mad Max type of stuff if you want to have something to compare it to. Mad Max doesn't really go well with like a pirate theme. I would have rather seen Pirates of the Caribbean added with like a different season theme. One that fits more of like the swashbuckling type of vibe that you would have with Pirates of the Caribbean. With that said though, I still think it was a ton of fun, but I think it would be laughable to say that this had more content for Pirates of the Caribbean as opposed to what Sea of Thieves did. The Pirates of the Caribbean update in Sea of Thieves was literally like the entire season update. It wasn't just like a small 2-week collaboration, it was the main thing for 3 months, and it brought a whole new original campaign, new types of enemies to the world, not necessarily like tied to Pirates of the Caribbean, but just kind of associated with that update, and it was just a lot of fun. One area that I think Fortnite did do a little bit better on with this collaboration, as opposed to Sea of Thieves, is that they actually had a free and paid mini pass for Pirates of the Caribbean specifically, and you had different challenges that would unlock every other day to complete, and it would basically help you rank up through the 2-week event. I would have loved to have seen Sea of Thieves either do their whole season pass or do something similar where it was just Pirates of the Caribbean cosmetics for a pass that we could earn over time. If you remember with the Season 3 season pass, it had no relation to Pirates of the Caribbean. I think that's a bit disappointing. It would have been cool to have stuff like the Black Pearl or something be part of the season pass there, or like the Plunder Pass, and then have some other Pirates of the Caribbean cosmetics all part of that. But that's not what ended up happening, and I think this is a good credit to Fortnite because I think they did a good job. I think Fortnite did really good with the cosmetics that they had for this. I think the skins that we got are really cool. I really like the Skeleton Jack Sparrow skin. I think that's pretty fun. I love that they gave away the Black Pearl as a glider for free if you just do the challenges. so that just looks really epic to me. And even just a lot of the other free rewards. I'd actually say I think the free rewards that they're offering are better than the paid rewards. Some of the stuff like the ship in the bottle back bling and the double sword pickaxes are just some really cool items. That's not to say that Sea of Thieves didn't have any good cosmetics that were both free and paid. Stuff like the Eternal Freedom sales and other stuff like that I think are great, but those all cost real money. The stuff that was added to the game for free was a little bit lackluster. Really the only cosmetic that stands out to me that was free or earnable in Sea of Thieves with this collaboration was just the shanty that would get at the end if you did all the accommodations for all the tall tales, which is not an easy feat, just saying. It's a lot harder and takes a lot more time than doing these Pirates of the Caribbean challenges that were in Fortnite. But regardless, cosmetics aren't really as big of a factor as compared to the actual gameplay. And in gameplay, Sea of Thieves wins by a long shot. In general though, it's very exciting to see Pirates of the Caribbean get a lot of love, even many years after those movies have come out. Whether it's in Sea of Thieves or Fortnite, I'm happy to be able to play within the world of Jack Sparrow. While I think the collaboration in Fortnite didn't really feel too much like Pirates of the Caribbean, they just added a few items and some cosmetics, Sea of Thieves really did bring Pirates of the Caribbean into Sea of Thieves in a natural and exciting way. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just wanted to kind of talk about it because I thought this was pretty cool that both of the games that I really love to play both have Pirates of the Caribbean in it now. Let me know in the comments below, do you play Fortnite and Sea of Thieves, and what did you think about the approach for each of these collaborations? I'd love to hear all y'all's thoughts in the comments below, but until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.